He's not an idiot. He's just Swedish.
Hey, yo! It is Friday, end of the work week. This has been some week, hasn't it? And how are you all doing? I hope you are doing fine wherever you are. If you're in the US, it's somewhere between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m., I guess. If you're in Europe, it's already well into the evening. And if you are in Australia or Korea, it's already Saturday. You can't blame me for that. Hey, Atheist, and Soul Souffle, Kim Farnham, Brit Bat, Broken Baker, and all the rest of you who managed to tune in, even though there are trials going on and stuff like that. I know that David over at MLS is the death penalty phase of that Ronaldo trial. Yeah, he was found guilty. Oh, it's 2 p.m. in Nevada. Oh, yeah, I could guess you are really, really wanting this day to be over. Meme. Jesus is not. Hey, good to see you all. As per usual, housekeeping, I guess you can call it. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. Become a member, if you please. There are members-only content, videos, and you are very much involved in this channel by me asking you giving tips on how to which trials are next or stuff like that. Just we help each other out, and it's $3 a month, so hopefully it won't bankrupt you. Hopefully. Yeah, I was on Jeff's stream, his birthday stream, a good bunch of hours ago, and yeah, may or may not have been involved in a drink or two being ingested, but yeah, then I finally got some sleep. Now, I'm not alone here. I have someone with me that we were expecting to have a trial day today, but it didn't happen. Hey,
How
Sal.
you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Oh,
Can you hear me?
mix settings. Yeah, you're still on last streams. There. Try again.
Okay,
Yeah. Now,
good.
now I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
Great.
Yeah, and Mim says sound is good.
All right.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a trial stream, and you
Yeah.
going to actual court to do an observation of the jury and stuff like that. And
Yeah. A
but
little disappointing.
yeah, yesterday we found out that no, Arizona, Manitoba, no, Mackinac,
Maricopa.
Maricopa County, no trial day on Friday, but it resumes on Monday.
Yeah.
Now, how is your Monday looking? Or will you be able to go to
Um,
court at all?
I think I will.
Okay,
I'll
good.
try. At
Yeah.
least for a couple hours.
Mm. And unless court TV forks things up again, like they did
Yeah.
yesterday, there will be a full day of stream. Sal will show up from time to time during breaks to give his reports. Hopefully, we can get that
Yep.
working via your phone or pad or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll check something out.
yeah. Mad. No, this, if you're new here, this is a gift I got from Drunk Me.
Oh.
This jacket. A number of years ago, Drunk Me likes to go on Wish and find something really bad. And 8 to 12 weeks later, something shows up in the mail, and I'm surprised. And sober me is surprised.
I like to get really drunk and just clean my house. And the next day,
Oh,
you think you have to do all
waking
this
up,
cleaning. What the hell?
calling the cops. Hey, somebody took my crap out.
Somebody did the dishes. What the hell?
Yeah. Oh, so how have you been doing today,
Oh,
Sal?
pretty good. Just watching
Okay.
Penalty Phase.
Yeah, I've been trying to watch a little bit of it,
Yeah.
and David, I kind of wish that David had the time to do either a mock opening statement or
Mm.
mock closing statement and show everybody how the defense could have been of this guy.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think he would have saved him from being guilty, but it could have been a foundation to get him to avoid the death penalty.
Yeah. It
So,
struck me as kind of a weak case.
yeah,
And it seemed
and
like they had some stuff to work with.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
You had the two border patrol officers that contradicted each other.
Yeah.
You had somewhat not conclusive GPS,
Yeah.
but the prosecution did a good job getting a timeline up. But there were holes to poke.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't get everything here in life, and unfortunate for Ronaldo, he will get more than he asked for.
Yeah. Well, at least doesn't have to pay child support. Oof. Oh, I didn't realize how bad that sounded. That sounded way different than I intended. I meant because he was in jail.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Glass half full. God, I'm a monster.
That was so unexpected.
I just meant he'd be in jail, and I didn't even think about the other part.
Uh, uh, oh, Jesus.
Sorry, chat.
Jesus. Oh. Let's see. Yeah. The two cell phones in his work truck nuked his defense. Yeah, there was a lot. The prosecution had a lot to go on.
Realized
Yeah.
right after I said it how bad that was.
That feral housewife is.
Oh. Yeah, she's at her computer already.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh, what do they say about expensive union lawyers? For our members, if they haven't forked up completely, they don't pay anything for union lawyers. So yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was a good start on a casual Friday.
Oh boy.
Okay. What case are you doing? Well, we are currently doing Arizona versus Michael Turney.
Okay, yeah. I always forget his name.
Yeah. And Michael Turney is the stepfather of Alyssa Turney, who went missing in 2001. And for the first few years, the cops couldn't put two craps on a straw to get anything done. And once they did, they more or less accused him, the stepfather. Then in 2019, Alyssa's half-sister, on the stream, I wrongly called them stepsisters. They are half-sisters. Same mother, different father. So they are half-sisters. And she started podcasting about this, and that led to his arrest in 2020, August of 2020.
Yeah, when he went to prison for all the bomb equipment and everything,
yeah,
the police basically told her once near the end of his sentence, he's going to be charged for the death of her half-sister. But then the police said, no, we don't have enough. You need to make a media presence. So she did that and started a podcast and got a lot of attention for it and put pressure on the local DAs. And he was charged.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right now, I haven't seen much, but
yeah, for the first few witnesses, the state's case looks very weak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
yeah, we're not even through with the half-sister.
Exactly. So we don't know. And Monday morning there will be a challenge to a ruling. I'm quite sure it is a ruling about the allegations of SA.
Yeah.
On Monday morning, but as far as I can find out, there was no more than allegations. So I'm not entirely sure, because this thing about prejudice and probative.
Yeah, more prejudicial than probative.
Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure, but they did bring up the contract. So maybe, but wasn't it the prosecution who brought that up? And they can't open their own door. It has to come from the defense. But I've seen weirder stuff happening in the trial. So
like Boehner in the Rittenhouse trial, trying to open the door for some controversial video.
Yeah, and so far I really want this creep to be guilty.
Yeah.
but I'm having a hard time now. Was just the first day,
Yes.
so I don't know.
Our opinion could change. It's just, I got really, at first I was sure he did it, but I'm just not seeing it yet.
Mm. Exactly. Hey, we got a new person here.
Oh, goody.
Hey, Mo.
Hey.
Hello.
Thankfully you joined after my accidentally horrific comment.
Did you hear his comment?
No, I was cooking.
Yeah, we were talking about almost said
I
Fernando.
can't even pronounce his name.
Who?
The guy with the death sentence.
Ronaldo.
Oh,
Yeah.
row.
Yeah.
Row. And
I just casually was thinking he's in prison, so he's not going to have to worry about child support anymore. And then I realized how dark that actually was.
Yeah, well, it works on many levels of hilarity.
for you out there in the YouTube and Rumble, I'm streaming on Rumble too.
Oh, yeah.
I think, and it's working. I think.
So far.
Yeah, I have to change my Rumble name because I signed up to Rumble when I wasn't doing anything.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, I signed up, but I don't know how to get my channel name and share and get subscribers yet.
I accidentally found out how to do it, but I can't remember how to repeat it.
Fair enough.
I'm quite busy trying to figure out this YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have an ETA date for Coffee Mouse? No, because I'm still talking with what's their face? One of these companies that does T-shirts, mugs, and stuff, print on demand and send out and stuff. Who still claim no, we can't find your address, and I've sent them official mail I get from Swedish authorities. No, not enough. And yeah. So sorry, but I will try to get on with it next week because I have a bit of free time next week, so I can either choose another provider who actually finds my address, and because I only lived here for fuck ton of years. Oh,
wait, so they can't find where you live to deliver it?
No. In order for me to sign up for them, I need a valid address.
Oh.
And they claim my address does not exist. And
did you tell them you don't live in Australia?
No, I'm trying to go to deliver to Sweden, not Australia.
that may be true. Oh, but I saw earlier. Where did it go? Are you guys live streaming? Yes, we are live streaming on Monday. The Arizona versus Michael Turney.
Yeah,
Michael Turney.
I think David roped me into live streaming pure Colombian uncut boredom.
It was kind of fascinating to hear about how jail works in Texas or prison.
Yeah, and
that was like the only interesting thing that's happened all trial.
Or quit it.
You bastard.
God damn it, David. First yesterday, now today.
To be fair, the boredom takes a mental toll on you.
That is true.
I'm not going to say we're victims also, but
I saw a jump up on your stream, and I wasn't sure if it was mine or yours.
No, I'm probably going to have to call Rumble and say, look, I wasn't drunk when I made this, but I also wasn't planning to be a creator. Stop Joe Bidening my hair, for God's sake.
Is he just on your shoulder or a chair?
No, I have a pillow behind me because I sit on the edge of chairs.
I have a mosquito. Jesus Christ. Damn.
Well, I mean, between the cat assaulting my hair and the mosquito, I mean,
Well, it likes red hair. That's good taste.
well, his boyfriend is a ginger. Well, actually, both boyfriends are brothers and ginger, so he has a
Nice.
type.
Here, there. That should be my Rumble channel.
Would you stop? Come on.
Oh, she spelled it wrong. No worries. And David, no worries. I saw that the viewer count got up a bit. So yeah, apparently they found me without your help. Yeah. Now let's see here. I kind of had something here to show. Let's see here. Share screen. Where did it go? Where did it there? Bum, bum, bum. There. This is from the Zechariah Anderson case. And again, I always talk somewhat about the Zechariah Anderson case, so this will be today's pitch about it. These blue pins are WIS.dot cameras, highway cameras and stuff, and there's a ton of them around. And this does not include gas stations, privately owned doorbells, you name it. This is just highway. And the prosecution in their closing argument stated that Zach avoided all of them. That's why he didn't, that's why they couldn't find him. Here's the thing, fastest routes on highways, 1 hour, 1 minute, 33 WIS.dot cameras, or 1 hour, 10 minutes, 45 WIS.dot cameras. Fastest routes avoiding highways, fastest 1 hour and 34 minutes.
And there's still going to be security cameras on businesses, and there's security cameras everywhere now.
Yeah.
Like you don't even see them. There's no way you can plan a route because there's a chance you'll be caught on security camera somewhere.
Yeah. And according to the state, he went one way and back. I believe it is 1 hour, 10 minutes. Now, can you cut 24 minutes from this? Maybe, but then all of a sudden you are doing 70 miles an hour on 30 miles an hour roads with sharp bends and everything
for over an hour. Or
for
45
over
minutes. Hour.
Yeah. So again, we have exculpatory evidence that it is impossible for this to have happened the way prosecutor Gravely said it happened.
Yeah.
It is not, it's physically impossible. And then you still have the diffuser still being on, blood still being wet enough to be soaked up by shoes and leaving cops' footprints because
the blood was still wet.
The blood was still wet in the carpet.
Wet
enough to transfer, and that is 40 hours later.
That's impossible.
Now, you can argue because it was on a floor rug of sorts. So yes, it can be soaked in and everything, but not to the degree because yes, it was pooling of blood, but it was, in my opinion, not enough to create enough wetness for it to cops to step on the wettest part and then transfer footprints, which in itself is not a good idea for cops to actively step in the wettest part.
Yeah.
They probably stepped on the outer part and still transfer footprints or shoe prints. That, I would claim, you can argue also, it's impossible. And then everything else.
And you should be able
Mhm.
to do some kind of study with water or even, make kind of blood that's wet and measure pretty precisely, given the weather conditions, humidity, temperature, when it would dry.
Matt, these are not speed traps. These are highway cameras.
Yeah.
Now they may only take 1 picture or 3 pictures per second or something of that sort to save space, but it's always on.
No, I'm pretty sure, or at least in Arizona, they're always on.
Yeah.
It's live feed. I mean, it's not like 2000 when you had to worry about storage.
Yeah. And yes, I'm going to pin that to donate to the Zechariah Anderson Legal Fund. And for you who have been here for a while, I virtually never ask for super chats or stuff like that. I ask for memberships. That way I can plan ahead. And now I can't stop you from sending super chats. And I won't. But I would prefer, if you have 10, 20, $50, Zach needs it more. Give me your $2 or your $5. I'm good. I'm good. On it, but I'm sending a wicked. Again, I have the. See here. Huh. Why doesn't it show my my actual stream?
Worked for me.
Yeah, but can you see my stream via that link? This is so weird.
Not sure.
Huh. What happened?
Not your live. Are you live on Rumble?
Yeah, I should be live on Rumble. Did I forget to put it on an actual channel?
I don't. I see the first day of tourney is all I see on Rumble from the link he posted.
Awesome, Holly. This is the closest I'll get to syndication.
Iris NTX. I don't know what happened, but here is directly to the live stream, Rumble. Apparently, it's on my Niklas Starov as one word, not as Nick Starov's Trial Watch. I accidentally put it under the wrong stuff. So I have the direct link to the Rumble. There. So Iris NXT found it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, with the Zechariah, and there's so much, and people still hang on to but the DNA. Watch my weak DNA versus strong DNA stream with Steve Gosney, and because DNA is not magic. It doesn't say if it's DNA there, it means he did that. No, it means somehow DNA got there.
Yeah.
Now you can have different explanations, as prosecutor Gravely argued that Zach managed to get a 6-foot tall, 260 to 270 pound man rolled up in a bloody carpet, put in the back of a family van on an area that is roughly 3 feet by 4 feet, because that is the cutout of the carpet.
Yeah.
And the only piece of DNA from a rug filled with Mr. Guterres' DNA, blood DNA, Rosalio himself DNA, and the only thing was a needle pin speck on the side of the back.
Yeah.
Now, if you, according to Gravely, look at the map, Zach was driving 70 to 80 miles an hour on bad roads with a blood-soaked carpet, dead human in the back on bad roads.
So this is, he was saying it was with the body. Is this when it happened?
Yeah, this is with
So he's
he's driving from Rosalio's to home with his body. Then the morning after, drove to Walmart with the body in the trunk, and then somehow managed to dispose, because they couldn't find any trace of Rosalio on Zach's property.
It's almost like he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Or he is the best criminal ever.
Yeah, seriously.
And he
Either
still got
that-
caught.
I know.
This is when you go to beyond reasonable doubt, because Gravely's explanation is how do I say this as diplomatically as possible? His explanation is that of a fucking moron.
I was going to say horseshit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Please tell me it was Miss Moneypenny gave him a signal interrupter that shorted every single traffic stop. I want to hear this.
No, the car must have been invisible, because there was nothing wrong with the cameras. They picked up everything else except his family van.
I always knew Toyota was going to come out with something that would make me want to buy another one.
Avoiding highways and tolls was a drive time of 1 hour. Yeah, you have to include on these other areas, there are also toll booths. So
how did this get past investigation?
Because they had blinders on.
They said, we have the right guy. They fumbled everything else, like the landfill, which they had. They had the landfill where the area's trash bins and everything was emptied at. They were there. Everything was sealed off, ready to be dug through to either maybe even find Mr. Guterres or find evidence. But they just left it as soon as someone said, we have Zach. And they just left it.
Wow.
And for me, that's amazing, because not amazing in a good way, but even if you have Zach, why don't you search for evidence anyway?
Yeah.
Then you would find, here's his bloody t-shirt, or here is his this and that, or now we found his DNA. No, they just left it.
Well, it's hard work detectiving. Ask that Florida detective for the Travis Rudolph case.
Are we sure she didn't investigate this?
Yeah, if we don't know if it's there, we don't search for it.
If no one tells us it's evidence.
If your kids are hiding from you, will you not look for them because you don't know where they are?
No, she just hide in her.
No, I
Yeah.
wasn't told that they were missing yet.
And
And
after
or
this-
I might be playing a game of hide and seek where mom forgets to look for a while.
Not the suitcase kind.
No, not the creepy Sarah Boone, but like the 5 minutes long. You are just a good hider. I can't find you at all.
I'll be looking for, I spent 15 minutes in the bathroom looking for them while having just peace and quiet. I might be looking for them in the kitchen while I make myself sandwiches. That's the kind of search I would do in a hi nieces and nephews. Yes, Uncle Nick is very bad at hide and seek.
Y'all, the first day of school when they go back, I might be hysterically crying all day. I won't be streaming just from like relief.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Matt.
I
they
did.
don't.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
mine.
Yeah, my dad wanted to play the Coma game with me.
Hmm.
And I did for about 10 minutes. I asked him if I can breathe, and he said, well, normally no, but you can.
Sal, I'm beginning to understand where your sense of humor comes from.
Yeah. Oh,
And I did that with my nephew as well. And I worked with my nephew for a few minutes.
And now you're not an uncle anymore.
I have a vague recollection of our kindergarten teacher doing quiet, finger says quiet, and everybody, ooh, that's bad. Now, these were in the time where in Sweden it wasn't illegal yet to have a more hands-on approach.
Rulers
So
on.
we were quiet. Yeah.
Hey, it's effective.
Yeah, it's extremely effective. It's extremely effective. Whoop, sorry.
I'm just saying that you don't see a bunch of Gen Xers going out and being crazy.
Have you watched Jeff's stream yet?
Well, he's in
Or
Korea. We don't know what they do there.
Yeah, we are not Gen. Oh, this Gen. Okay, let's see here. I'm not a boomer. What's the generation after boomer?
I thought it was Gen X.
Is that okay?
Because Gen Z is the one under millennials, I think, and then Gen Alpha. I don't know. I've stopped paying attention.
At this point, anything below millennials are the R word.
Yeah, I'm still getting the grip on. There are 23-year-olds that are not born in the 1900s. That just amazes me. That just amazes me. And remembering from when I was a kid, where I grew up, I mean, teenager and all these brats running around, all three of them, because it's a very small community. And all of a sudden, you spot them on Facebook. Hey, I'm having grandkids, and I'm,
huh?
I know every time anyone says how long ago the 80s were, I'm like, no, I remember that. I mean, I was born in the 80s, but I was like, no, the 90s were just yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, I was an adult when the Berlin Wall was taken down, and it stopped being fun a while ago. When you see your old heroes from the late 80s, I mean, late 80s was the first generation, first wave of Norwegian black metal. These guys are getting old. And they are still into the job. Imagine being that old and still having long hair and wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
Now I have to say I've matured
a little,
because I had my hair back then was not strawberry blonde, brown ash no, not a good look. So I'm very comfortable getting all gray. Very comfortable.
Use just
So,
for men
I don't know.
or women, however you identify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't judge much.
Oh,
Yeah, it was the 90s just a few years ago.
I know. I'm like, and now they're trying to bring the fashion back, and I'm like, oh hell no, people. We wrestled them demons back. Front pleated pants look good on nobody. All right.
Well, except me.
And I mean, didn't I show you last Finally Friday actual pictures of the 80s of mullets? I mean,
You showed us Swedish band professional pics.
yeah,
Yeah.
band professional, the 70s, 80s. But still, those who remember the 80s fondly, were you on drugs? I mean,
Well, I was
I
conceived
firmly
in the 80s and born in the 90s.
oh,
y'all must have been on drugs because your children's movie, Dark Crystal, freaking Labyrinth, where David Bowie was in a cod piece in the tightest pants known to man, perving on a 16-year-old. The Dark Cauldron, Willow, but Willow's awesome.
hey, David.
Hey,
Hey.
it's
Cheers.
Friday.
All
Cheers.
fancy.
Cheers. Oh, bringing
Wow.
out
You need your
vodka
pinky
in
out.
a crystal wine glass.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I have
oh.
a
Spring
little
bottle opener.
prosecco, and I'm
Oh.
celebrating that the Texas case, at least the case in chief, is done. Thank God. Though we
Oh.
have the freaking penalty phase.
Isn't the penalty phase going to go longer than the trial?
It's not supposed to. They only have 6 witnesses. They're sworn them all in, and
To save time.
at the same time, they only have 6 witnesses. It sounds like the defense is probably not going to have many witnesses, if any. So I'm really
Are they
hoping.
still talking
Aw,
about
poor guy.
like how cool prison is?
Yeah.
Nobody wants
they
to
were.
stick up for him.
Prison is so cool.
You know, you can
How
watch.
cool is it? No,
You can watch The Price is Right, Oprah,
Or football.
baseball
Oh, God.
game.
So this stuff hits me better than beer, so that's why I'm using this.
Yeah.
So nothing
You normally
directly
drink
from the
Bud Light.
bottle.
Hopefully, Farrell's not in the chat.
Yeah.
Is not.
Sal is praying Farrell is not in the chat, at least not in the first 10 minutes. Did you hear it?
No, I missed it. I was chit-chatting with Jamie.
Yeah. We were discussing the death penalty phase. And Sal, remind us, what did you say was the positive thing for
The
Ronaldo?
one good thing for him is that he doesn't have to worry about child support payments anymore.
Which,
He does. Maybe
yeah,
does he?
but that is both. He's off the hook for all his kids for different reasons. And
You shouldn't laugh, but you just kind of got it. At this
I didn't
point.
even
I was
mean
thinking
it.
with his ex-wife, but with the one that he
Yes.
unalived, yes,
That's
definitely.
what I meant. And I didn't mean it like that. I just.
Oh God.
I'm giving Farrell plenty of opportunities to clip this.
Amy, Ohio is in the chat.
Oh,
Welcome.
hey, Amy.
Me too.
Baby doll dresses.
Yeah. It works on so many levels, Sal. Both dark and humorous.
But yeah, so I'm happy at least the case in chief is done, because it was very interesting at the beginning and then it petered off into just incoherent nonsense. We were finally done with that, and I'm very excited and happy to be moving on to something else.
I did enjoy. It was kind of fascinating to see how the prison worked there and like what a day in the life of an inmate is like.
I know they said it's like Club Med. Like I'm gonna go there. Like they were
He really
selling
was
me
proud.
timeshares. I'm all about it.
Right? I was thinking like this doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah.
No responsibilities, no worries. Well,
yeah.
Somehow
Maybe
Sour
some worries. Some worries.
yeah. Okay. I'll glue the soap onto my hand.
So did you get your outfit picked out for court?
I did.
So
Yeah, it's
what
already.
are you wearing? Are we fashion show? Fashion show? You know?
No, it's in the dryer right now. I'll
So
take
fashion show?
No, it's like a dark shirt, dress shirt, buttons, long sleeve, and dark pants.
Are you
So
wearing
you
a
didn't go
jacket
robe
or
powdered
sans
wig?
jacket?
Sans jacket.
Okay.
Maybe I'll go to Goodwill and see if I can find one, but at least it's not
Yeah.
jeans.
Yeah, we were talking about it on yesterday's trial stream. Joseph, don't stare at the jury. They might tell the court, and then
Be cool.
be cool. Just have because you have your glasses on, so it will be harder for them to pinpoint where your eyes are moving. So just have a side look.
Or
without
just wear
the
sunglasses in court.
You know what I did when I went a couple weeks ago to the Megan Himowitz case? I sat kind of like kitty corner as much as I could from the jury, so that if I was facing the prosecutor, I was looking at the jury, right?
Oh.
So and the prosecution team usually sits closest to the jury, and the defendant usually sits in a way where they're also facing the jury, or at least the idea is that they're further away, but then looking at the jury because that's who they're judging. So if you sit yourself kind of kitty corner, you'll probably end up more or less at the back of the defendant, but you can see the jury most likely.
Yeah.
A lot better. So that's how I sit if I'm going to be there to watch the jury. Because you can't really get in front of the defendant anyways. You're not going to see the defendant's face.
Yeah,
They're always
true.
back going to be to them. So focus on the jury. You should have fun there. Remember, you belong because you are a member of the public. That's the biggest thing. So act like you belong and just be cool, man.
How did you approach Megan, the mother?
I didn't. Julie, you mean? Julie?
Oh, Julie. Sorry.
Yeah, Julie is the mother. I didn't approach her. She approached me. But I just I approached defense counsel and the prosecutor. So there's a lot of downtime in court. Like when the camera pans up to the seal, the attorneys are still there. They're sitting around, they're talking, they're going through evidence. And if it looks like a good so I'm barred, right? I can walk up past. Usually the courtrooms are segregated. There's a gate essentially, or a bar.
The bar.
There's a bar that you're not supposed to cross.
Yeah.
And being barred
That's
means
one way to pass the bar.
That's the idea, though. That's where the bar comes from. Is there's a bar in the courtroom. The audience is behind it. The attorneys and judges are on the other side. And so I can walk past that no problem. And then I just chit chat with them as if I'm, an attorney waiting for my hearing to be called or something. The audience should not be passing the bar, though. You have to stay behind it. So if you can get their attention casually, you can, chit chat with them or something, and they might be willing to share some information or maybe not. But if you do that and you look like, you're talking to the attorney representing the defendant, then maybe other people that are interested in the defendant's case might approach you, and then you can get some more. That way, you're not approaching people.
Yeah.
You look more important. Like you make yourself look important because you're dressed nice, you're talking to important people in the courtroom, and then all of a sudden people are like, oh, well, who's this guy? Why is he so important? I need to talk to him. And then that's how that happens.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think if there's some way I could approach the sister, not to hit on her, but to like get an interview.
I just passed the bar on the way home. Does that count? MG Law. You know the routine. So yeah, act like you belong there. Talk to the people that are important, because then other people in the courtroom that aren't important will think you are and will approach you. I mean, it's the way people work.
So if I see the lawyer like in the hallway, can I like ask them if there's any comment they have, or
you can? They usually won't give you one. But what you could do is you can walk up to them and say, hey, how you doing? I'm Salvador. Extend your hand and be like, I'm just, I'm really, whatever. Give them a compliment, like I'm really impressed with your, with your actions in court today. I'm really kind of in your corner. I hope you do well. That's all you have to say, right? Because no one else is listening in, but all of a sudden you're shaking the defense attorney's hand. You're talking to him. Other people are going to see that and they're going to be like, oh, who's this guy? That sort of thing. Like I went up to the prosecutor in the defense And I said, "Hey, I'm rooting for you." Shook the defense attorney's hand. I said, "I really hope you win." And then I turned to the prosecutor and I made a joke and I said, "I'm not shaking your hand." And they both laughed. And then all of a sudden, I'm somebody important because, you know, the two lead attorneys in the case are laughing along with me. So I must be someone worth talking to. That's how it
And the
works.
prosecutor heard you say that.
Oh, yeah. No, I said it right to his face. I was just,
Yeah.
I'm my normal self, right? So I was, yeah, I'm not shaking your hand. You're the bad guy. So that's what I do. And then all of a sudden, you know, people think then you're important.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to read the room also because
Oh yeah.
if
just don't get kicked out.
don't if they just got the motion squashed, might not be the good timing and stuff like that. Now
if I get held in contempt, I'm going to have a GoFundMe. Just so you guys know.
Justice for Sal shirts happening.
You got to get Nick's phone number so you at least have someone to call, right? When you're locked up.
Yeah,
Sal should have gone
Hello,
on
Texas court. I'm from Socialist Sweden. Please let my guy go. Yeah, that will work.
Be cool, man. Be cool.
I'll do a sovereign citizen.
Oh, that's gonna
my
go
God!
over well.
Please,
Your laws don't apply to me.
I clerked for a judge my first year of law school, just a local district court judge that I happened to, you know, friend of a friend of a friend kind of thing. And they had a sovereign citizen coming to there. And she's like, I don't know how to handle these people because she was scared of them. The judge was because, well, it was at the time, this was for 16 years ago, 17 years ago. It was at the time when a lot of the sovereign citizens were literally just shooting any cop that tried to pull them over. And so she was like deathly afraid of these sovereign citizens, even though most of them are harmless and just spouting gibberish. A lot of them were being very violent at the time. So, anyways, so she was scared of them and didn't know how to handle them. So I had to brief a whole thing about them and pull up some case law on how to handle them. They're quite interesting folk. This guy ended up being absolutely harmless and just spouting gibberish, and his motions and nonsense were denied. But they make work. They make a lot of work for the court.
Yeah,
the court judges don't like them.
Did you just pull up a thing that said with tasers?
Wait, what?
You're like, how do we handle these people? And you just put taser.
You tase them.
Iris and NTX on Rumble says, write down some questions you want answered beforehand, just to have them easy accessible. If you have a business card, lawyers collect business cards.
Okay.
Yeah, at least here.
They do. I was just, I mean, anytime, like I went to, if you remember last week, I had to go to a client's thing and do a meeting with insurance adjusters and stuff. And I didn't have any business cards, but everyone freaking asked me for a business card. All the attorneys, all the adjusters, and I didn't have one on me. But I was like, this is the modern age. I can just text you. We're cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone, lawyers are old school. You can, I actually have business cards with MLS written on them for when I'm going to courts. Like when I was talking to the clerk about the Crumley case, I was like, here's my business card, but it also has my P number so they know I'm a licensed attorney in Michigan. Make up some business cards. You can probably go to Staples right now and grab that stuff and just make up something to hand out. Could be good as long as it looks professional and that like someone did it in their grandmother's basement.
Not Post-its with just your no.
So, like, I go into court and I go through the metal. I find out where the trial is, and I just go and show up. And
okay. So, what court is it? Do we know? I'll pull it up right now.
Maricopa County. I looked it up. I'm not 100% sure, but there's like 6 different courthouses in the area.
What's the? Let's see. Judicial Branch of Arizona, Maricopa County. Case search.
Garbage.
Civil cases, criminal cases. All right, we're gonna search some criminal cases here. Case information.
I have the case number.
Yep.
I found like CCB floor 13, room 1301.
What's the name of the person?
Is it Michael Turney?
Turney with a T. Okay.
Yeah.
I got
have
literally a list of all cases pending right now. Hang on.
I have a number here that might help. No.
Case number?
Not for publication. Oh, this is just appeal for.
Criminal cases. This is a weird website.
Right?
Case information. How do you spell the last name?
Turney. Turney. Like attorney, but without.
Yep.
No, not that. No, sorry, ignore that. Attorney does not spell that way. No.
So they say downtown. That's the location. Okay.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
I know, right? Well, so is there a downtown court? Is 201 West Jefferson Street? Is that downtown?
That's what I think it's at.
Well, let's take a look.
Doing
it live, people.
The place I'm going to. So.
Let's see here.
But yeah, I saw building CCB floor 13, room 1301.
Well, that looks like a downtown to me. Yeah. All right, so that's the address. So that's where you're going to go. And then, let's see here. Let me go back a touch. Yeah, so that looks like the address you're going to. Who's the judge?
Oh, boy. I forgot his name already.
Yeah.
Why did my screen disappear?
Michael Oh, no, that's the guy.
Let's see here. Okay, so we have plaintiff, defendant, victim, witness. Witness to be determined, I am sure. Let's see. They don't have a judge's name? How do they not have a judge's name? It's scheduled for trial like all the way through July 20th. What day are you guys on right now?
Just day one.
Monday is day 2.
Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you saw how long it's scheduled for?
Yeah, it's scheduled through the 20th.
Yeah. So
doesn't mean it'll go over
all the way to the end of the month.
Yeah.
If we go by every other trial.
I didn't think it was going to go that long.
This is why I didn't want to cover it. And I'm glad you are, because it's an interesting case, but I thought it was going to conflict with Sarah Boone, which is starting the 23rd.
Yeah, but at some point I might need your help for an afternoon, because that will be in the middle of the night for me. And if I have morning work or something like that, I kind of need sleep just for you to cover that afternoon or something like that. Yeah. Same with Mo, and if Dali can't be in
1 p.m. Arizona time, I'm usually home, so I can do the afternoons if you have a day.
If you're not in court that day, so we can help each other out.
So you're gonna tweet live from court and then like come out on breaks and go on Nicholas's stream. Is that the idea?
Probably, yeah.
That'd be very
at least.
Cool.
I don't know if I can tweet in court.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up the local court rules because that's the biggest thing you're going to need to know. Can you bring your phone in? Can you tweet?
I won't take pictures, obviously, the jury.
We can't take pictures, period, usually in a courtroom
that
without
will
court's permission.
Render you a night in jail, probably. Yeah.
So most courts have, at least in Michigan, have, if you want to broadcast something, if you want to take pictures.
What the shit is that?
You have to file a notice with the court.
God damn it, Nick.
Well, since YouTube have yeeted Megan Fox, not that Megan Fox, but the other Megan Fox, somehow we need something LGBTQ plus.
To show solidarity for the community.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't know if we're supposed to call Bud Lighters that.
I just forgot I had it there from Jeff's stream.
Salvador, this is what I recommend you do.
Yeah.
I recommend you call the court Monday morning.
Okay.
And you tell them that, hello, my name is Salvador Dali. I am going to be covering the Michael whatever case. Yeah, Turney case. on my on my show, whatever.
Yeah.
And then so I just want to know, am I able to I'm going to be there in person on a couple of days. I want to make sure it's okay that I bring my phone in and that I tweet from the courtroom. Can I essentially? So when you first call, though, you're probably going to get the main number and you're going to say, hey, I need to talk to, or can you transfer me to Judge so-and-so's clerk? Get the judge's name. And then when they answer, you're like, oh, hello. Hi, I'm Salvador Dali. Are you Judge so-and-so's clerk? And you say yes. Then you say, okay, I'm covering for, I have a YouTube channel and I'm covering this trial, and I'm going to be there in person. I want to make sure that I can bring my phone in and everything so I can tweet, or if there's any other special rules that I need to know about. Also, I would like to take some photographs. Is there a form that I would need to fill out and send to the court?
Okay.
I'm looking for the court forms right now, and I'm not seeing a lot on the internet or on their website. So I would just call and ask. When in doubt, I tell all my new paralegals and stuff, and I used to have interns and all this stuff. Like, when in doubt, call the damn court. The clerks know. So call the court, be respectful, tell them what you're doing and who you are, and ask the clerk. They will tell you the answers.
Get pissy?
Yeah.
No, never.
Okay.
They shouldn't. And if they do, that's on them. But, just call the clerk and be like, hey, I'm going to show up. I'm from the media, and I want to, tweet from the courtroom. I want to make sure the judge is cool with that. And if I want to take some pictures of the defendant or something like that, do I need to fill out a form and send it in? In Michigan, we have this thing. It's notice of media coverage. It's not an order. The court doesn't need to approve it or anything like that. We just send it in and we say, hey, I'm MLS Law Show, and I'm going to be in the courtroom for this hearing, and I'm going to be covering this trial. There you go. You've got notice. Now, one or both sides could object to it somehow and try to argue that they shouldn't be allowed to, but that's on them to do it. Otherwise, everyone's on notice. You show up and you do your thing. So
the bailiff isn't going to come over and kick me out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if the clerk says, yeah, no problem, we're cool with that, get the name of the clerk, right? Write it down.
Right.
And then if the clerk's like, yeah, here, fill out this form and send it in, keep a copy with you and keep it on you. So if a bailiff does come over and be like, oh no, here's my form, I've already filed it with the court, and Shirley said we were cool, so maybe go talk to Shirley before you start harassing me.
Or should I approach the bailiff first and let him know?
No. Ask forgiveness over permission. So as long as you clear everything with the clerk and the court, the bailiff doesn't matter. He responds. He's has to follow the court. So if you've done the paperwork that you might not even need the paperwork. Like when I did the Megan Imowitz case, I didn't file any paperwork to tweet live from the court. The bailiff said nothing to me, but if they did, I would have argued with them. But but if you cleared it with the court already and you've got the clerk's name, then they know. They're like, oh yeah, we know Shirley, right? And obviously you know her name, so we believe that you talked to her, right? So so just do that. The clerk can be your best friend unless you are a jerk. I agree with MG a lot, 100%. There were certain clerks in Wayne County. They're still there, but we just don't go in person downtown anymore. We're all via Zoom. But there's a little cafeteria sort of thing on the first floor, and I'd go and I'd buy specific items. I'd buy a can of Diet Coke, and I would buy a thing of these granola bars, depending on which clerk or which court I was going into. And I'd bring them up and like, here, my lovely clerk friend, here's your can of Diet Coke, and that you were a king that day in court. So clerks are very much your best friend. You can get anything done if you get the clerk on your side.
Gotcha.
So just be polite and respectful. Tell them what you're doing, and they will let you do whatever as long as the judge is cool with it.
Okay. Thank you.
What do you think Judge Doro got her clerk after the Brooks case? Because that would have needed I would need like a.
She needs a new liver.
A month-long vacation.
I'd need a pallet case of Nutty Buddies. Just.
By the way,
because she had to deal with all. Nice. Yeah. She had to deal with all Brooks nonsense. The clerk, like the forms and trying to subpoena the state of Wisconsin.
Well, it was the audio and the visual things for me. So, like, okay, delete this. Can I tell you how I would react to this particular hand gesture?
Yeah, and I feel like I'm like giving out insider information. by telling you all this. It's
We
about the
never
confidence,
heard.
man. If you can pull off the confidence, you're golden.
Okay.
You really are. Like I had a probate case I filed a couple weeks ago, and the clerk was absolutely wrong. And I filed it the way I was supposed to file it. And sometimes clerks are wrong, but it's the confidence that really gets things moving. Even don't be rude, just be confident. I respect your thoughts on this, Madam Clerk. However, but not that would come up in your case. But ask them. They are your best friends. They will give you, and that's who I talk to. Like when you guys have seen me call the courts on streams, I talk to the clerks, and I tell them what I'm doing, and I'm polite, and they give me everything that I need.
Shelly.
I think Sal is going to end up being nice.
Yeah.
You're going to get adopted. And we have an
Yeah.
in on all Arizona cases now. So
Yeah.
stay in their good graces.
I brought
Date
treats in
their
for the clerks
daughters.
all the time. And they loved me. Now I don't go to court anymore, and I feel sad about it. Mads, do I like Better Call Saul? Better Call Saul was great. The best thing about Better Call Saul, if you guys have never seen it, watch the first episode, the very first few opening minutes. After the flashback forward thing in black and white, once it gets to color, watch that. That is very much court. It's literally everyone sitting around and waiting in a courtroom. No one wants to be there. It's perfect.
Yeah. Luckily, I rarely, if ever, am at the table in court because I don't have a poker face, and and I may or may not be not so diplomatic against the counterpart, because that my job is pre-court, pre-trial. If any of my cases ever go to trial, and I have maybe not even a handful gone to trial over the past 30 years, and I'm not, because it's different in labor law when your counterpart is for an employer who actively tries to get away, sometimes tries to get away with murder. I do remember the quicklime case, and a guy cleaning out a big silo, but that should have been emptied of everything. The only thing he was in there to do was the final parts. Everything else should have been with full suits and everything sprayed down. He was but a cake of quicklime fell from and hit him. That was not a pretty sight. And opposing part argued it was his fault. And I had a few chosen words, and now I understand ferociously, blah blah blah.
Yeah, you're very much like the other attorney in my office. He does all the pre-litigation stuff, the negotiations, the deals, and things like that. And then sometimes things go south, and then he hands it off to me. He's like, "Here you go. I got another one for you."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
wait a
a
minute.
tiny
There's a
bit,
law where I
bit.
don't have to have a face that stays out of contempt.
Yeah, you do what Murdaugh does, negotiations.
Yeah, you could do a lot of pretrial stuff.
Kim,
No.
an all caps face is where, look, my mouth's not going to say it, but my face is all caps. Okay.
Now, now I rarely do any. I do most of what I do is background work, and that's why I can keep my long hair and big beard and stuff like that. Previously, I looked like a lawyer.
I was going to say, you don't have a very lawyerly hair.
No, and I think I've shown you when I had the really big beard. and stuff like that. And on occasions, I really let it grow out. And at the longest, it got stuck in my if when my at the biggest beard I ever had got stuck in my armpits when I slept. That was not fun.
Okay.
Yeah, you sleep, and you move around and stuff like that, and then you, ow.
I guess I
No, you
wouldn't have
don't
thought
know.
that.
My
My
hair
hair
is
was-
too long. My beard was too long. I just trimmed it yesterday.
Yeah.
I can't let stuff grow long.
Yeah, I didn't get a haircut for like 2.5 years. I got a haircut for the first time in February of this year since COVID started.
Mm.
And it was so
Seems a
long. It was
bit
like
long.
excellent. Yeah, it was like getting caught in the door of my car.
Oh my God.
So annoying.
That's a bad idea. No,
Yeah.
my last haircut was mid-December 2019.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
You
what
don't
mine
even
would look
you don't
like.
trim the ends to keep it healthy. That's what I hear about all the commercials talk about, anyways.
well, they are
His
roughly
head looks
healthy,
nice.
but I will go to
Amazing.
one of my
Jesus.
nieces is going to hairstylist school of sorts. So when we meet up, I will let her trim the ends. So
And Jamie gets a haircut every 2 days, I hear.
Yeah, just the tip.
yeah, and Mo gets a new hair color every day.
Pretty much.
Twice
How
a
often
day
do you cut your
sometimes.
hair? How often do ladies cut their hair? My wife, but she has longer hair, so she goes like once every 4 weeks and just gets it trimmed a little bit.
I think so.
Junior.
I killed all of my hair during COVID, so that was the first haircut I'd had in about 6 years. I just don't take the time.
Jung loves when you end sentences with "of sorts." So now we have a goal. Can Nick end every sentence for the rest of the stream with "of course"?
Of sorts.
I'm sorry, with "of sorts." Yes.
God, quit drinking.
Yeah, I accidentally say that on occasion of sorts. Sorry.
I am trying to create a thumbnail for Monday while I'm drinking champagne and on Nicholas's stream. So this should be highly entertaining. See if this is going to work.
Better than box wine.
Yeah, we don't do the box wine here. Sorry, Mo.
Y'all are you are class shaming me.
How much alcohol is in box wine?
I
What's the
have no
percentage?
idea. Well, percentage, like I think 7. It depends on what you get. Like if you get a
Lord.
red, I'm sure it's. Look, I get the sugar. I used to get the sugar wine. You know,
What's
it
the
tastes like
sugar wine?
Kool-Aid.
Oh, like
You
a nice
know.
dessert wine.
Just
That's
get a
why I
Bud Light
like.
seltzer.
If I have to recommend a wine, this is not champagne. This is a wine, although it's bubbly. Prosecco. It's excellent. It's a little sweet. It's a great dessert wine. It's got a little bubbly to it, and it goes straight to my head. So this should be fun.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you have it across the pond. Rotary. It's a sparkling wine. That's a really good one.
One of the alcohol emporiums near me has the elderflower schnapps, so I'm getting that.
Elderflower schnapps.
Because I was jealous of
Elderflower
Nick.
is yeah. I had a elderflower. Yeah, that's nice. I do prefer
My
that.
only nod to cultural
Yeah.
sensitivity.
Yeah, sparkling wine and champagne. Champagne is made in the Champagne district of France.
Yes, that's really the only difference. If you get white sparkling wine from Champagne, France, it is champagne. Otherwise, it is sparkling wine.
Yeah, and the difference is roughly $20. And,
Yeah, I about that. Let's see, what was this bottle? Oh, I think I took the price tag off, but it's good and it's fairly inexpensive. And apparently, you Swedes, you drink champagne to celebrate anything, even if there's nothing to celebrate. So that's why I have a ton of it in the house right now.
I will not argue against your wife.
Yes, that's what I've told.
Yeah, And New Year's, yeah, birthdays. But then again, I always have at least a bottle of sparkling at home because lady likes it, and so I have it. And I like her when she drink it. And
You like it when she drinks it?
Hey, you know,
Why
there
is
are ways
that,
to a
Nicholas?
woman's
Please
heart.
do explain.
no. Hmm?
Are we ever going to see your girlfriend on stream, though? That's the real question.
I doubt it.
I can blow her up.
That's exactly why we will never see her on stream.
Yeah, hold on.
God, I have to buy one now.
She has the
Sal,
shape
like
of
you don't
a
have one in your
flashlight or
closet
something.
already.
What, Mo?
Sorry.
No, she has no interest in it because she works in a highly interesting field. She sees all the blood and gore and everything, and when she is around, I don't stream because we need time together, and yeah. So
Same for my girlfriend.
Was it when she's not in Canada?
She's from Guam.
Don't exaggerate, Venezuela.
yeah, but then being talking about girlfriends, being released their AI because we want to share this with the world, and one of the first things that was its use was artificial girlfriends.
Of course it was.
And
You
That's all
guys
they
want a bitchy Skynet? This is how bitchy Skynet happens.
yeah,
The
and
Terminator is going to come back as a
also
Mrs. Doubtfire.
yeah, also sex dolls apparently, so they can
Well,
start
that's-
talking.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
thought you bought a doll so it wouldn't talk
yeah. I mean, you have all the best parts of a woman
without all the
without
talking.
the drawbacks.
Sal, it's
Ain't
like
none of
you
that one.
complete me.
I know.
So far as I know, Jingles has never laid a claw on her, and I think it's to mock me, and just to say, see, I can be loving and caring and cuddly, just not with you.
Checks out for a cat.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
don't-
that drunk unboxing.
Oh no. So far, I don't think I ever gotten anything above $20. I checked out the suit and it was like $19.99. And
For a stretchy pants suit, I mean, I am.
Do you remember what
shocked.
you just last ordered yourself? Nicholas?
what?
Do you remember what you ordered yourself last?
No.
Okay. I do.
Oh crap.
All right, we'll see. We'll see when it comes. I think we have like 6 weeks left, right?
Okay, paid rents don't show up. Weird. I'll
What's
go
that?
in and on Rumble. It should be monetized.
Did you know that?
Rumble's really weird. I know you got a Rumble channel. I've made like a whole $1.80 from Rumble. Although I'm not streaming to it recently because I've kind of almost given up on Rumble because the value was so low. But hopefully you can make it work because it has a better opportunity to make money. But from what I gather from some people that are doing it, it's you have to have a contract with them. Otherwise, you're really not getting the benefit. At least that's what I
but there's a contract for every stream.
There is, I guess. Yeah, you're true.
Yeah, it automatically gets you a contract if you go into the action. Now, what happened to this? the Rumble stream, I accidentally got into the Niklas Starov part, not the Nick Starov Trial Watch. So that might be the reason it doesn't work, because I have done nothing. Yeah, I should have gone to this stream, not my name channel, the actual stream channel. So yeah, I don't know.
I cannot Photoshop while I am drinking sparkling wine. That's for sure.
Lincoln was interesting today.
What do you say?
Oh,
Who's
Lincoln over on Vice's stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, he Vice told me to like grift a bit, and then he didn't stop talking. What's his backstory? I know Vices talks about him every once in a while. I don't know anything about him.
Lincoln had a YouTube channel, more or less 24 hours, just having the StreamYard link in his chat, so anybody could go on. And he was closing in on 10,000 subscribers, and he made a good bunch of money on it. But apparently, sooner or later, if you let random people say stuff on your channel,
yeah, I
so
can see where you get in trouble.
they cheated it. YouTube cheated it, and I don't know the backstory, what was said, or anything of that sort. But
Jamie, I am working on the thumbnail that you and I were discussing for Monday's stream.
Me naked.
That's exactly what it is.
Yes.
And the wine is getting to me.
So what did he say about you?
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've been for over 30 years. I've been talking to some of the worst people on the planet Earth, and I've heard stuff about me. Stuff has been said to my face. I've been attacked by multiple weapons.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Not injured, but threatened with, and so
wow.
Boy,
I've been really take union rep seriously.
Well,
have you ever worked with a union member? They take it very seriously.
Yeah.
What do you
No,
mean?
but I've
Michael
watched Al
Turnian.
Capone movies, so
I want to know what he said about Nick.
I don't know, and I will not go back to find out either. That's whatever he said. Yeah. But
who is prettier hair, Mo or Nick?
Who's what?
Prettier hair.
Prettier.
I'm sorry, Nick. I'm gonna have to go with Mo.
Yeah. a bit
solid
more colorful.
color though goes to Nick.
Dirk. David can't drink when he haven't got any booze.
This is lighter because I'm outside a lot. Then you have the darker gray that's underneath. So yeah. So I have
But
not.
are
I
you
have
a lawyer
not,
if you don't have a skunk stripe right here? Are you even a lawyer?
If I bring the darker gray forward, okay, then I can be a DP lawyer. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that they took so short amount of time to reach that verdict, because I was hoping that David could do a mock opening, mock closing, explain to his audience, this is how I would do it. And I did make you a few suggestions to David how to really, so I'm a bit...
Yeah, no, I'm doing that. I'm still doing that. The defense was absolutely horrible. I did like a on-the-spot 30-second defense strategy that could potentially work. And I will sort of present it with the caveat that I haven't spoken with the defendant. So I don't know what would... actually, if it would be really good at the end of the day, because I haven't spoken with him. But I thought it would be better than nothing.
Yeah.
How late were they going to deliberate?
1 a.m.
Oh, you're serious?
Judge is going to keep them to 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Eastern.
That's 1 a.m. Central. 1 a.m. Central. and they came back a result at 10 p.m. Central.
That's absurd.
It's I mean, it's not unheard of. It's
Really?
unnormal, or unnormal, not normal.
Like, and they
Abnormal.
couldn't
Kidding me.
say we're tired, we want to go home.
They could, and the judge in his would then ideally would have let them go home. But I've had cases where the judge is like, no, you guys are going to continue to deliberate. I've been on the jury where the judge is like, no, you guys are going to continue to deliberate. So I don't know. But from what I've been told, the judge was going to keep them till 1 a.m. Send them home at that point. If they weren't able to come up with a decision, bring them back in the morning. And at 10 p.m. local time, they came back with a decision.
It just feels like you're forcing them to make some verdict, no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's their job, right? Is
Well,
to come up with
yes,
some verdict, no matter what.
Yeah,
but not like you're kind of
yeah, because
co-opting.
that is so foreign to me, because over here, 5 p.m. court ends. That's just it.
Yeah.
Finish up before 5 p.m. if you have something to say. Otherwise, the judge will, okay, we will see, and he can do that more or less mid-sentence.
Right.
Yeah, I
5
mean,
p.m. because everybody wants to go home. But then we don't have a jury system. That we're using the judge, and you can either call them professional jurors or layman judges. But 5 p.m. because everybody wants to go home.
Yeah. So the big thing is every court is different. So I've been in courts where we have to be out of here by 5 o'clock because the sheriff is in charge of our bailiffs, and they are done at 5. So we need to be out of here before 5 because they will shut down and lock us in. And so some courts are like that, and other courts are like, no, I'm the judge and I decide. And if we're going to stay late because I think it's better than us all coming back tomorrow, then we'll do that too. And so it just depends. Like my trial that I had that I was streaming, ooh, I got to do that. I got to finish that up. But the judge is like, yeah, no, the sheriff shuts us down no later than 5 o'clock. We got to be out of here because all of a sudden then we lose all of our, all of our bailiffs. They don't exist anymore because they're going home. So we need to be out of here. It just depends on the court.
But then some bailiffs can stay longer?
Well, again, if the court has its own bailiffs, rather than relying on the county sheriff, then the chief judge is in charge. And then if the chief judge says, well, we're going to implement a rule, this local court rule, which says that if a judge decides during a trial that it's going to run late, then the bailiffs must stay and they'll get paid overtime or whatever. But each court is a little different, and it just depends on what the court actually has going on. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm slurring my words a touch.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, good.
You feel drunker than you appear.
Oh, that's good. We'll go
too.
with that. I'm not drunks. What are you talking about?
I can imagine you can tell when I'm really wasted. But
No.
We have
I've
a
never
Jody
seen you
Arias
like that.
stream that we could go back and review if you want.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
no, I mean,
tease.
I'm destroying my liver for Zechariah Anderson. That's just it. And
It's a good cause.
for the
Can I just
first
say
40
that-
minutes of that stream, $20. The last hour, 20 minutes, 1,300. So 13 shots of whiskey in an hour, 20 minutes. Yeah, I will get pissed. And
This thumbnail should have been done like 20 minutes ago. And we're having a bit of a struggle, but that's all right. It's going to get done.
Struggle, snuggle.
That's okay. My youngest daughter's like, I don't know why you didn't just ask me. I know how to do overlays and everything. Here's me turning myself into the Lorax. And I'm like, well, maybe if you came out of your room. And then she's like, you couldn't figure it out? I was like,
God
no.
damn it.
Baby daughter, mama doesn't do technology. That's no.
Well,
Can you set up my stream, sweetie?
yeah, like How do you feel about an unpaid internship?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we need to get David wasted enough so he pocket calls the court again.
Well, who said that?
Well,
Me.
you
I'm just trying
Jamie,
to confuse you.
I'm not doing it until you get on stream.
Yeah, woman.
Did Jamie say that? I bet Jamie said that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what this
You
white
shouldn't have
girl
gone
wasted
so
thing
hard
is.
on the lawnmower thing. She's gonna get you
She
drunk.
wants you to drink Bud Light.
Hmm.
I haven't
Yeah.
purchased Bud Light in a while. I'm not sure why.
I used to drink it.
I
Well,
don't get
we-
beer. I'm sorry, people.
It's the only beer I kind of tolerate.
Beer is
It's
great.
bread water. It's just wrong.
Yeah, we don't have Bud Light. We have a Bud, but not Bud Light over here. So I have no idea, and I'm not
I
a
also
fan.
drink White Claw.
I'm a big fan of of
You
dark
just lost
beer that you
so
more or
many
less eat
points.
with a spoon.
I would have
That-
had more respect if you said Zima.
No, don't worry. I drink.
So
I only
Swedes
Bud
drink
Light
beer that you
seltzer.
can chew, and they drink it at room temperature. That much I know. I like ice cold
Yeah.
lighter beer. If I'm going to
for
drink
your
beer.
girlish figure.
My dad says beer needs to be drunk in room temperature to get all the flavors. Ice cold is like Gramps used to say. It's like licking a window. There's not much to it,
Well,
and
it's fun though.
yeah. Now I enjoy if it's a light beer, or not a light beer, not Bud Light beer, but a Pilsner, or
Pat's Blue Ribbon.
yeah, some of that sort. Yes,
Yeah, that
cold. Yes, colder. But if I have Guinness, room temperature.
I'll take
And,
a good
yeah.
hard cider. I'll do that. But bread
Take
water.
a good hard what?
Hard cider?
Oh, okay. I misheard the last part.
Yeah.
Hell, I said the word hard. You were like not paying attention after that.
Yeah, my ears.
Salvador's only focused on one thing, always and forever.
I don't eat rotten fish. I eat fermented fish and
Yeah, there's a
pickled
difference.
fish.
God.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the Icelandic who eats rotten shark. You get the countries mixed up.
Yeah, racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you racist. And Valhalla, you have a link here, don't you? Didn't I send the Valhalla link?
Valhalla, you need to get in here and drink some champagne with me. Is he in the chat?
Yes. Yes, he
Hey,
is.
Valhalla.
I've never met him, I don't think. Maybe.
You've seen
No,
him
maybe I
on
did
stream.
once.
You've seen his beautiful goats. He's got two
Yes.
donkeys.
I think I saw him on Jessica's stream.
You have donkeys?
He does.
Yeah,
have
he's
two
a real
donkeys.
ass.
The first time I spoke with him, I was at my horses, and I was kind of complaining about the farrier, and he was telling me he has two donkeys. So I think he
I'm
has two
sending
donkeys.
a link to Valhalla via Discord
what's-
again. So
Furrier?
Farrier. They're the
Farrier.
ones.
It's the
Oh.
hoof people.
You're trying
Yeah,
to get
the
a
ones-
meat coat?
Yes, exactly.
in vomiting, finishing my smoke.
I was trying to remember.
You must have voice to text
okay.
too.
Valhalla has the link, so he will just finish smoking a cigarette and nothing else, and then he will join us.
I was trying to remember that
See,
Archer joke.
Valhalla, come on and save me from myself.
Now, I'm a
So
bit
I was
jealous of
planning on going
Valhalla's
to grab
beard,
some
so that's
beer.
why-
And then
What?
I was on the phone with my wife and her Swedish friend. Oh, how'd you like her? You guys talked for a while. I have no
Yeah,
idea what you guys
ooh.
said.
Yeah, she was nice.
I was trying
And,
to steal
yeah.
it from you.
From me,
Yeah.
No,
No.
her friend.
Oh.
the friend.
Oh, is her friend single? Does she want a green card?
She is. She has no green card though.
No, I'll give her one.
Well,
Where's
she's
she
nice. I like her. But
She
she
a
lives
citizen?
like 40 minutes from you too as well.
Oh, lame.
Nicholas, not Salvador.
Yeah. No,
But they told me that I had to drink this instead of beer. So
Jay. What? Players got to play.
I'm in.
no, his glasses was not found at the scene, and
I'm
there was
increasingly
shoes
convinced.
missing, shoes were missing. Now there was pooling of blood, but I've said this before, and for you who are new here, because I just reached 2,100 subscribers, so I do have a few new. I've been living around farms most of my life.
Plural. How many have you had?
I'm exchanging with jingles, so we have 4 each. And so I use this example. A 200-pound pig has roughly the same amount of blood as a 200-pound man. Same with 300. We and pigs are weirdly similar. And so I do know, because I know how to butcher a pig. So I do know how much 2.5 gallons of blood is. And it's a lot.
How much
Watch
is it?
the Jodi Aris stream from those crime scene photos. There you see how much blood a body contains. And I could argue, now we don't have that blood-soaked carpet he was rolled into, but there should have been much more blood at the scene.
I agree.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem a lot, and I'm not a crime scene person, so I don't know. But when you're looking at something like Jodi Arias, and there is a hell of a lot of blood from a guy who's much smaller than Rosalio was, it calls a lot of things into question.
No, Jingles already wasted one when he locked himself into a container in the middle of the summer for 2 weeks.
Wait, what? For 2 weeks? Your cat was in a
Good
container?
Lord.
Yeah,
How do
you know, one of these.
Careful saying that on stream. Sweden is strict about animal cruelty.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Valhalla.
Not
Hey.
much.
How we doing?
Yeah,
We are doing good.
It's Friday. In roughly 5 hours, I'm taking a 3-hour drive to where I'm supposed to be for 2 to 3 hours, and then a 3-hour drive back, and hopefully I will be back in time for Saturday's Jodi Aris stream. But I'm not sure, and that's why David is hosting it.
Yes, I have that responsibility. And then I think Jamie's going to be on with me if Nicholas is not. So that'll be fun. But how was your meeting with Steve, by the way? I tried to ask you the other day, but I was shouted out by somebody.
Yeah, we went to lunch this last weekend, I guess. Him, his wife, his son, me, and Mrs. Wahala. We all went out and it was a pretty neat restaurant. It was like Asian Mexican fusion. It was really good. Had a good time. They're very sweet. His wife's a sweetheart. Steve's exactly who you think he is. He's awesome.
Yeah, he seems very genuine. I have no reason to doubt anything about him.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah.
He also paid the bill, so good on him on that one.
Yeah.
Even better.
Shout out to Steve.
Yeah. But I know that Steve says he's ruthless in court, and I've seen him in court. The smile, his mannerisms, but the words, you can tell he can be nasty.
Oh yeah, if he, I think 100%. If he really had to dig in and argue somebody, it would be I wouldn't want to argue with him.
Yeah, no, me either. I wouldn't want to argue with him.
No, keep him on your side.
Right?
Yeah. And I've said this before, and I will repeat it until YouTube yeets my channel. If LawTube was about competence, he would have the largest channel on LawTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
he's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I think he's actually really humble about how brilliant he is.
Yeah.
I'd be so arrogant if I was that smart. I'd just be bragging all day.
I'm not even close to half that smart, and I'm way more arrogant than him.
I know.
Yeah, same. I have nothing to be proud of, and yet I'm like,
But
he's personable at the same time, which is amazing. Usually you get like one or the other. You don't get both.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, for those that don't know, me and Steve are, I would consider us pretty good buddies, right? Like we talk a lot and we're always doing something, right? But like there's nothing about me that screams I should be friends with him. You know what I mean? Like if you look at me, my appearance, my everything I do basically is like
You're some
he's
farmer and
right, covered in
He's-
tattoos and piercings, and
yeah.
he's a good dude. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Well, he understands the best kind of friends are the ones that are sometimes different than you.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a really interesting take too on friendship. It makes a lot of sense, right? You don't have to like everything about your friend in order for them to be a friend. You just have to have a mutual admiration for one another. And I think
absolutely.
that's a pretty neat philosophy to follow, I think.
Explains why you're friends with me, everyone.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
It explains Salvador's existence in this universe, right?
Was it the third Matrix that figured out that for every like weird equation there has to be a balance? Salvador, that's your reason.
Yeah.
He is the butterfly effect.
Yeah, something or other. Look, I barely
From the
made it to the end
weirdo
of that
to the
movie, and I
cool.
couldn't figure it out.
There is no Bud Light in this house. You stop it.
Hey, Captain Haffan is in the chat. Hey.
What's up, buddy?
He was insisting that you join my stream earlier, Nick, and you ignored me, just so you know. Captain Have Fun, I did reach out to him, and I told him that he insisted that you be there. So,
Yeah, I saw it when I woke up because after the stream yesterday, then I accidentally was still awake. I got roughly 20 minutes of sleep before work. And then I joined Jeff's stream, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up maybe 45 minutes before this stream.
But did you put your hair in the dumpy bun? Because
No.
again, are you a lawyer if you don't have the, hungover bun and the skunk thing up here?
I got a
No,
loose
because if
ponytail.
I have the classic ponytail, because if I have everything up in a trashy bun or bun of any sorts, my cat will have that as a personal challenge. Oh, something to play with.
Nick, can you
Have
do
you
the
met
little?
my Joe Biden cat?
Can you do the Cinnabon look? The
Princess
Princess
Leia
Leia?
space
Princess Leia
buns.
look? Yeah, can you do
I
Oh
that?
my God, that
probably
would be
could,
awesome.
but I won't.
Oh,
Why
I'd give you
are
$1.
you not fun?
Flux did it yesterday. You should do it definitely.
She looked awesome in them things.
Didn't she?
She did.
Oh,
With my Star Wars debate.
Mm.
I didn't get to watch much of it. I was doing other
Nope.
things.
Yeah,
but
I
checked it
I
for it.
won.
I
I
may have
won the
been
debate.
lost.
Just in
Nice.
case anyone wanted to know.
I hear your living room's pretty decked out, huh?
It is, yeah. So a while ago, a couple months ago, I sent her a picture of it, a whole panoramic picture, and it is my Star Wars room. And I want it to be an in-universe, so I don't want it to be like, oh, you just have like Star Wars art on the wall. I want it to actually look like you're walking into the universe of Star Wars. And so we have this breezeway, and I made it into the outside of the Mandalorian, or not the Mandalorian, the Millennium Falcon cockpit door. So I did that, and then I've got some other stuff that looks like the front of the cockpit. There's another area that I'm gonna make it look like a cantina of a mining colony in the Star Wars universe. It's gonna be awesome.
Nice.
I'm redoing like all the trim. I'm making it that sort of round Star Warsy trim around the windows and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. So I want to be in universe. I want to walk in there and feel like I'm in the universe.
That's pretty neat.
No.
And then I'll probably just sell the house and move.
Probably.
I don't
By
have
the
a
time
hobby
I'm
room
done,
Yeah, I don't have a hobby room like that. The closest I get is the barn where my cousins have their cars, and then I have the tractor and stuff like that. But not a hobby room of that sort. But I have been if my channel really takes off and members rise and everything like that, I'm thinking of on my property just set up a studio for this, so I can get everything out of the house, so I can get this part somewhere where I can soundproof and everything correctly. But that might be a while away. But please subscribe and everything, become a member. I don't mind super chats and stuff like that. But as I always say, Zach needs it more. But then again, yeah, channel
Yeah,
growth
you
and
need
stuff like that.
yeah, if you're not a member to this channel already, you need to be a member.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's great content here. I forget the name. Michael True starts with a T is coming up in Salvador, and Nicholas are covering it. So that'll be
Turney, I think.
Oh, thank you
Turney,
so much,
yes.
David.
yeah,
Heck
I'm
yeah.
gifted some memberships. We need to get some memberships in here. Salvador, really? You got a gifted membership? Why the hell are you not a member already?
I was.
Yeah, Salvador.
Yeah,
God.
Why didn't you get your
You're
gifted
on the
membership
channel,
earlier
you're
like I did?
drifting off of Nick, and you're not a
I
member.
know. God.
Mm.
I feel bad.
You
and,
owe me. How much are your memberships? $3, $2?
I'll send
my-
you a $4 super chat.
Yeah. Well, just cash at me. You owe me.
Okay.
You pay me
Oh
back
yeah,
on
because
that
if he
one.
sends
Yeah.
you a $4 super chat, there's some sort of math involved where he doesn't get 4.
I get
Well,
30% goes to YouTube.
yeah, that's true.
I'm not gonna math. You can't make me do that.
Thank you,
This is a
Wendy.
Friday.
Okay, Wendy gifted this last one. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so if you have been gifted a membership, by the way, as opposed to paying for one, it will expire and it won't automatically renew. So you need to go ahead and purchase the membership so that it'll renew every time.
Yeah, I should just
See, chowder. Chowder. I can't remember. how to
chowder,
pronounce it.
clam chowder.
Anyway, she was
Well,
gifted
Hannah
a
has been a
membership.
member for 2 months already. Yeah,
Nah.
thank you.
Oh,
Yeah. I see
bragger.
here,
Here's a little secret, yo.
Making me
I'm,
look
I'm
bad.
a member like everywhere. I've never bought a membership ever.
Oh,
Not one.
well, then why am I feeling bad?
Well, because it's funny. That's
Because
why.
you have to do them. I don't know why you still have those. You're on the internet.
Yeah, but I do see a bunch of new names here from the gifted memberships. So that's good. That means there are a bunch of new people in my chat.
Nice.
And yes, I can't pronounce that word correctly because I'm Swedish.
Schroeder.
Schroeder.
Schrader?
Chat.
Chowder?
Chat.
Your
Chat?
Can you say chat?
Chat.
There you go. There we go.
Chat.
But see now,
Okay.
Yeah, but that sounds
now
weird.
Jung's gonna be mad.
Hello.
I'm getting too hungover or too drunk.
I actually have a question about Old Norse vocabulary.
Okay.
Where do
Yeah.
babies come from?
does
No
it
idea.
Unter Bifrost? Does that make sense?
Hunter Biden?
No, Unter Bifrost.
The Bifrost. Well, that's the Bifrost bridge, I assume.
Yep.
It's hard because we don't have the pronunciations of the Old Norse runes because you have modern runes that most people use that are an invention from the 18th century of sorts, but you need to go back to the actual rune stones to get the actual runes, and those we got translated through the Eddas, but we don't know the actual pronunciation. The closest we get is Icelandic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my
the-
wife apparently thinks she knows how to pronounce a lot of these things because every time I talk about Thor's hammer, she always says I
Mjolnir?
pronounce it wrong. So I want to ask
Yeah.
Nick, since we're on this topic, how do you pronounce Thor's hammer?
Mjolnir.
That's how I pronounce it. And she says I say it wrong. She's
What
like,
do you-
she says I'm not going to do it justice, but it's Mjolnir or something. I don't know.
no.
She says it like in the back of her throat. It's really weird.
No, it's just Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. Yeah, that's what I say.
No, never mind.
A bit harder E at the end. Mjolnir.
Yeah, there's no R at the end. A lot of Americans.
No,
pronounce it with an R.
it's a soft, subtle R in the end. Mjolnir.
So sorry,
Mjolnir.
Valhalla. Didn't mean to cut
All
you off.
good.
I just wanted
All
to get
good.
Nick's take on that.
So
Nope,
the
Gypsy Mo isn't even going to try it.
the vocab word that I'm going for here, right? Untergard means something like beyond the wire, beyond the fence. So Unter, beyond the Rainbow Bridge.
Oh, let's see.
I think it's UN, maybe THER. Unter.
Yeah. And I got a page from
Wait.
Warhammer. What?
Can we talk about the creation story in Norse mythology? By the way,
Yeah.
An ox udder was
But I
leaking
do-
milk, which created a river that then formed a man. So we're formed from an ox's udder milk. That's how we.
Oh,
Is
that's
that-
hot.
Is that so much like more far fetched than being made out of dirt?
Well, I mean, I think
Or
dirt's more
women from a
realistic,
rib.
right?
Or a woman from a man's rib?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess. I guess.
God.
I don't know,
you silly
dirt
rib.
or boob milk. Which
Boob
would
milk
y'all
makes way
prefer?
more sense.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I'm just gonna
And
call
actually-
Mo a rib.
I think Islam believes that they're either going to be saved or at one time were completely sustained off of a magic camel's milk. Like the
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
there's something
you can
in
survive
there.
off that.
But like the whole world lived off of one
Well,
camel's milk.
at the end is
was a good
Ragnarok,
camel.
which is the destruction of Earth, and then
Armageddon-ish.
it restarts again. So we're in a perpetual cycle. We're
wait a minute. We're gonna have
so
to live through the view again.
after Ragnarok, then we're
Theoretically.
back
End
to
it
the ox udder milk thing, and we're reborn, and we start this whole cycle over again. So
I
that's
thought
the Norse-
I thought Ragnarok was the end. I
No,
thought
it's a
there was-
restarting. It's a
that.
restarting, right, Nick? Am I right?
It's the end of the Nordic gods and the world as they know it.
Yeah.
Then it's
Then
not.
there's
Then
another
those
world.
assholes,
It's not
the Mayans,
exactly
come and you
known
have to
what comes
sacrifice
after
everyone.
it, but reborn is a theory
Yeah.
that is popular.
So in Norse mythology, there are prior lives. I was, in fact, a snail.
I can see that. You're a lawyer.
You mispronounced snake.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said slug.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm just trying
Do
to
you
find
like
it.
talk really, really slow for like half an hour to get your billable hours in when you're on the phone with someone?
No, I would never do that.
Because my mom's divorce attorney did that with my dad. My dad would get really,
We're
really
just gonna-
pissed.
I know we only had a 10-minute conversation. I'm just going to round up to the hour.
No, he'd have like something he could say in like 5 minutes, and he'd take a half an hour doing it.
No, because I don't want to talk a lot to my clients. I'd prefer
Or their
not to
husband.
because clients are an attorney's worst friend.
Oh.
So, they just
Picture
muddy
Sarah
things up. They
Boone.
get in the way a lot of the times. So I don't want to talk a lot. I'll draft something without talking to them based off of prior conversations or emails or something. And then I send it to them and I say, tell me everything that's wrong. If it's wrong, and if it's not, I don't care. And that's my communication with my clients. So, or I'll tell them to send me an email with the bullet points.
Okay.
And because there's no reason to have a
Yeah.
hour-long conversation with a client that could send me an email that I could read in 10 minutes. And I tell it to them like, hey, this is cheaper if you just send me an email, and they usually love that.
Well, this was my mom's attorney talking to my dad, who was representing himself. in the divorce.
Well,
So he was trying to. Well, my mom wasn't trying to screw him, but
Well, she did at least
yeah,
once.
she was.
Yeah.
no, actually, she was really fair. But yeah, it was really weird.
I'm sensing
my
a
dad
market
was just
opportunity
pissed.
for billable texts. I'm just saying.
Horrible.
I bill in 6-minute intervals. So if you send me a
6
text, it's 6 minutes. It's
Oh.
a tenth of an hour.
Fair warning. I've only got about an hour, a little less.
No worries. We are closing in on 2 hours, and I'm thinking of getting a few hours of sleep before.
okay.
So maybe 15-20 minutes more than I really need
Sounds
to.
good.
And
Yeah.
then Dave will bill you.
Yeah. Then I got to go
We'll
on the
round up
expert
for the
stream.
6 hours.
You're going on experts tonight?
Nah, we were messaging. I don't know. We haven't finalized anything. I was like, hey, if you want me on, I'm free tonight. But now I've been drinking a bit, so it should be really
That's even better.
interesting.
His Friday night streams are fun. I love going on his Friday night streams.
Captain Half Fun, did she get disbarred?
Wait,
He
who?
was an attorney. He
She's
said his
probably
mother was an
retired.
attorney.
Oh, she's probably retired.
Oh, okay.
I think Captain
Well, I
Half
guess
Fun's
that's glass half full.
a little bit older than me.
Well, not
Baboos
Baldur.
with head? Oh,
No, you're thinking about the father of the Nordic gods. All the gods was born from different body parts of the older ones. The older one, the creator of sorts, a very evil.
charming.
Yeah, but the creator's an ox. Am I wrong? I bought a Norse mythology book. Am I wrong that the creator is an ox? I think it was like an accidental discharge from an ox. That's what we are.
Oh,
Would
that
it
happened
be
to
an
me
on
once.
purpose discharge? Like I would
Well,
like at least some purpose.
No,
I think-
yeah, mine was on purpose. Never
I think all 5 of us were on purpose discharges.
Yeah.
Well,
where did those come from?
Odin was born from Bor or Bur.
What does mother look like?
Oh, like a sow, a cow, or I mean, a pig.
It's an ancient being, so no direct.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not an exact translation to a living animal.
And Mary, I'm just reading indirect here. Married to Bestla, and then they had Odin, Vile, and Ve, who lifts Midgard out of the depth. So that's
I got an audiobook of the Norse mythology, and it's really fun to listen to because they go a lot with Loki and Thor and their shenanigans and all of that stuff. It's quite entertaining, and it's actually the comic book, like Marvel. At least the character traits of the comic book characters is very close to Norse mythology. Obviously, the stories are different, but
But I'm doing a bit of rough translation from these Nordic gods, where I think most of them are mentioned, so we will get a bit more from it.
Did you get past this book?
No, I just
Swedish Folktales?
I just read the first out of how many stories? This one,
When Mother Troll took in the king's wishes. Is that the one you read?
washing, the king's washing, and
Oh, the
we
King's
have
Washing.
roughly 20 more stories to get through before we get to the Nordic gods. And this is, I will read one story for each weird Swedish holiday. And we do have a
So we'll
bunch.
be done by Christmas, right?
No.
No.
Christmas at 2027.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
Sometime next year.
Oh, Nick, by the way, I forgot to mention to you that I will most likely be in Sweden in September. So if you're available, but I don't know if Baker is, because he said he might be in Switzerland in September. But I'll like mid-September sometime. I will probably be there.
Yeah, mid-September I might be up in the cottage.
Okay, so probably January's then we're all gonna meet up anyways.
Yeah,
but I'll be hanging around in your stomping grounds.
I think I'm going to Nashville in September.
My wife's in Nashville now.
Nice.
That's why I'm hanging out late on the stream, because she's not going to be like falling asleep next to me.
Drinking a little bit.
Can't yell at you for drinking too much.
Right.
She doesn't watch my streams.
She's
She
like,
doesn't know
you
what's
drank
going
all
on.
my prosecco,
Didn't she
damn
the
it!
other day?
Did
What's
you
that?
fool her
Didn't
the other
she
day?
watch your stream the other day? You got in trouble?
No, that was my mom.
Oh, well, that's good lord. That's why my
Yeah,
dad
no,
doesn't
she
watch
watched
my
my
streams.
she watches all my streams, and she calls me out. She was
Seriously?
like texting me in the middle of it. She's like, "Behave, David."
She watches all
My
your
mom
streams.
knows nothing about my YouTube.
My father knows, but I don't think he wants to sit and watch. Thank God.
She likes
I
the
sure hope
cases
not.
that I cover. She's very interested in them, and so she watches them. And then the other day, what was it, Wednesday or Thursday, when I started drinking halfway through the stream?
Yeah.
That's when she was like calling me out. Yeah.
Is she in the chat?
She was in the chat today, actually, quite a bit. She usually isn't.
What's
She
her
usually
name?
just texts me, Marianne. So if you see Marianne Helm in my chat, that's my mother.
God. I'll behave, I promise.
Flux put up a thing. She's like, I was going to make a joke, but I know your mother watches, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
If your mom hangs out on YouTube, she's got to
I
be
won't
pretty
make
all right.
your mom. I won't make your mom jokes in YouTube.
I was going to see if she's in here, but I don't think she is.
No, I haven't
Oh
seen
God,
that
she
name around.
stalks your other people you're on.
No, I don't think she does, unless she's redirected. But she only follows mine, and then she's has a life outside of YouTube. So
Outside of stalking you.
Yeah, and for all you completely new members, I'm currently having a vote. It's in my what do you call it, community tab for members only. It's about next Zechariah Anderson fundraiser that will be either the 21st or 28th of this month, because now I don't mind destroying my liver for Zechariah Anderson's defense fund, but I do need to restock at some point. And this channel already cost me around $350 a month just to break even.
With your alcohol consumption?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. You're saying I can use my channel to pay for my alcohol consumption?
that's the idea.
It's kind of like a business meeting, I
You
guess,
just
right?
came to this observation. Just
Yeah.
Can I
been doing
write
this
off
for
my
years.
alcohol consumption?
It's like the
It's for the
strip clubs.
stream.
You can
I
get
can
pretty.
write off my alcohol.
You can get pretty creative with your reductions.
Yeah, I'm
Holy
getting a new
mind blown.
chair and
Yeah.
stuff because it's
And
also
see,
the business.
now I live in a socialist paradise, so our tax government may not be so keen on writing off alcohol. I can do lunches and stuff like that, but not so. The vote
Now
is
you
about,
tell me, damn it! I already super chatted you. All right, I meant when I said booze, I meant food, sandwich.
Yes.
Drunken noodles.
There you go,
noodles.
drunken noodles. That's what I
dollar
meant.
talk for alcohol for me, please. And
Well,
gas to court.
Yeah. The vote is about the Zechariah Anderson fundraiser. It's they are getting 3 alternatives that all allows me. It's just $100, $150 plus 20, 33, or $50 to the channel will bring you a shot. Because if I have to restock every month or so with $250 of booze, all of a sudden I will go bankrupt running this channel. So that is what's going on, and it is up to the members to decide what level it will be in. Because
I'm voting personally for the highest into Nicholas's pocket. That's what I'm going for.
Okay, I might want to do that with you, Nicholas. Just
so let's see, Captain, have fun. I will do
Shots
a
to
shot
help
with you
Zach.
for Zach if you do a drinking stream with him. Well, not with Zach, but with maybe Solomon. Maybe.
Yeah, Zach might be a little tough to pull that off.
Oh, Captain Heffon was falsely accused. DNA proved his innocence. Okay, that could be an interesting story. Well, 21st or 28th, but depending on my schedule, will be the next one. It's a Friday.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, because Saturdays is devoted to your.
Wolfram gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, thank you, Wolfram. Thank you so much.
Wolfram is
and
Good egg.
a few more completely new members I see here.
Dirk Digger, Dog Mama, TJ Kitty,
Winosaur.
Winosaur. Oh yeah, Winosaur. I just learned how to pronounce that name today.
Yeah. Thank you, Wolfram. Thank you so much. So 15 gifted memberships today. That's excellent. And a $10 super chat from David. That's amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. Now I need to round things up. So let's do a round of grifting. Dali, Sal, grift.
Yes. You can find me on Twitter at Babu the Aussie Cat or on YouTube.
Wait.
What's your Twitter name?
Babu the Aussie
You guys
Cat.
haven't noticed?
Babu the Aussie Cat. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw it earlier. I wasn't
I'm
sure
gonna have to
exactly
write that
what it
down.
was.
That's my cat's name. Babu.
Babu the Aussie Cat.
I dig
Okay.
it. I dig it.
All right, that's gonna be
It's
a
from
story.
Archer, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never
yeah, it's a
watched
whole
Archer.
like reference to Salvador Dali and Archer and this whole convoluted scheme that exists in my mind.
Hey, and Captain Halfman became a member
Anyways, and then I also
by his own.
Paid for it himself.
Thank you,
I
Captain
knew I was
Halfman.
doing something wrong here.
and you can also find me on YouTube at Dolly Talk. I'm currently doing the Edgecombe trial, about halfway through or so. Going to be doing that tomorrow after Jody Arias.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, I'll send you guys links.
Great.
he's gonna be in court.
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, Monday.
Yeah, for the
All right.
restraining order.
For which trial? You're going to be in court?
Michael P. something. It's the missing.
Michael Turney, Arizona versus Michael Turney. It's the missing sister murder trial, where
So
he
let's
is. Yeah.
23 years ago, this girl went missing. She was 17. They have no physical evidence, no crime scene, no
Near
murder
me.
weapon,
And it
no
wasn't me.
DNA, and yet they charged the stepfather?
Yeah, the stepfather with second-degree murder.
Yeah. How do they get there?
They get there through
I was 11.
the sister having a huge online presence through her podcast, where there was Justice for Alyssa and stuff like that. So she has 800,000 members on her TikTok, I think.
Was she the first witness or the second witness that went on the
she
spot?
Second.
Second.
Okay, I watched
Yeah.
it.
Karen was first.
Yeah. A friend of the family went on first as a witness with a Karen haircut. Lots of tears during direct. On cross-examination, her face matched the hair. She did not like being questioned by the defense. So it is very strange because this guy is extremely creepy. He has probably OCD, actual OCD, not what people claim is OCD. Actual. He has recordings of all phone calls since 1991.
Holy shit!
Every
I mean, that's dedicated. I mean, this is 90s tech too. Like, do you understand the commitment it takes to record every
You'd almost
call?
have to have like a boombox set up recording in 91.
Yeah, and like switch out tapes and then like label them and then like put them in the
case. He had video cameras around the house. Also
in
kept
the 90s.
all the recordings. So this is actual OCD. What speaks against him is the day of her disappearance, there's no tape. So there is no recording.
At least one day. We don't know if there's others, but
But again, the absence of the existence of something does not incriminate people, right? It's like my phone is off, so we don't have the ability to track your phone. So you must have been murdering somebody.
Tell that to Gravely.
Yeah. And so
the teen girl also left her cell phone.
She left her cell phone at home.
But
there's nothing new in this. No new evidence. Nothing new since her disappearance in 2001. But it took the cops about a week to even get there, and the defendant, the night or the evening of her disappearance, he started calling around to her friends. He called the cops. He went out searching. I mean, there's a lot talking against. He's very extremely controlling because of OCD. And
can I sell this case just one more way? If you guys aren't interested by the story, which is completely interesting, the defense counsel only has one arm. And he points with the nub. He points with the nub. It's really
counts
weird.
On it. 1, 2, 3 on his nub.
Oh my god! Now I have to watch this.
You know how hard it's going to be for me to be professional in court when he's going like gesturing with his nub.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yes, the one-handed lawyer did it, right?
Yeah, and he doesn't wear his shirt like. Yeah, he doesn't wear his shirt like you
He
may
shows
have
off his
seen like
nub.
folded up. He's actually showing off. He has
Yeah.
folded up his jacket so
Yeah.
the nub is showing.
It's like
It's
he's showing off
It's
his left
prominent
breast.
in the trial. Yes.
Yeah.
It's another character in this whole case. It's his nub.
So bizarre.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man takes on a whole new meaning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Actual defense theory.
Yeah. But
It's a
there
very
is-
interesting case. You guys started day
Oh.
1, right? Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Court TV screwed the stream up, so there's a 2.5 hour of me in the middle of me trying to entertain people.
Yeah.
With not so successful, because I was between 80 and 100 the first 2 hours of people watching, dropped to 30, and then it never really. But hopefully they get their shit together on Monday.
Well, that's why I do usually a part 1 and a part 2, or a morning
Yeah.
and an afternoon,
Yeah.
because I just link
Smart.
people to the next stream and
Yeah.
let them have some downtime, and I have some
Yeah.
downtime.
And I will do that on Monday, because 7 hours of continuous streaming, of which 2.5 hours of no stream from the court, even because Court TV screwed up. We did find, or Sal found, the Zoom eventually,
Yeah.
but by then it was too late to grab
And
the
then
audience
10
back.
minutes later, they fixed it.
And 10
Yeah.
minutes later they fixed it.
So it
So
usually goes.
day 1 stream, I've written in the description where to jump ahead. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, and so Salvador's going to be in the courtroom Monday, right?
That's my plan.
So
I'm
you're
try
going to be tweeting out live coverage, hopefully, and then
Yeah.
jumping in on the breaks with Nick.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yep.
cool.
At the very
That'll
least, I'll be
cool.
taking notes and observations of the jury, body
Oh.
analysis,
Yeah. We
I
want to
need
know
all
the
the body
age,
analysis.
the demographics,
Yeah.
all of that of the jury.
race,
Mm.
gender.
Who's
Cool.
paying attention? Who's just like staring through everything and looking at the wall, wishing he could go home?
Okay.
That sort of stuff. We want to know that.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I assume their gender?
Please
Yeah,
do.
I think you're safe. Yeah, please,
Please
do.
do.
As long
I
as you're
think
not in
juror
Michigan, I
30
think you're
is
okay.
non-binary.
Yeah. Just don't be too
Yeah.
descriptive, so people who watches then can go and say, "Oh, that got to be."
Yeah,
Just-
older woman about 60 is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Older woman with a wrinkle, and she's got this hairdo this
Like a
particular
lazy
way.
Missing
She
an
said that
arm.
she's a
Mm.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay away from that.
But it is in Arizona, so man with not all his fingers and teeth, and
That is true. Missing
Woman
an arm.
with crystals and
Still.
turquoise jewelry.
So that's Sedona.
So I'm looking at Dirk Diggler in the chat. You're right. See, if I was him, I would absolutely have a hook.
Yes.
Absolutely
Oh
have a
my
hook.
God, yes.
A
Yeah.
pirate hook, just something extravagant, or like a Terminator claw. Something.
Wait,
No hitting on the jurors. Oh, I should try.
No,
What
you
do you have to
shouldn't.
do to try to get no, not hit on him, but to get an interview with the jury?
we have a Dirk and a Dirk Diggler.
Yeah, Dirk Diggler's been in my chat too a little bit. Yeah, we have a Dirk and a Dirk Diggler. Who is what's Dirk? Like, how is that a name? Or is it a reference to something?
Dirk Diggler was a character in Boogie Nights. He was
Okay.
the one with the
He was the guy
giant
with the exceptionally
unit.
large accoutrement.
All right. Yeah,
And a-
see, there's a Dirk too. Yeah.
Yes, Matt.
And
A
Lefty,
Dirk
you can.
is a dagger-like knife.
Is it? Okay.
yeah. Okay,
Mo,
Mo,
you got a grip.
Yes, Mo, Grift.
Hey guys, it's Mo from Mo in the Deep End. We do court, chaos, pop culture now, and commentary. So if you want to know my thoughts on things, because I am not a lawyer, I am just a weirdo with an internet channel. So listen to me. Definitely come over. And I do church lady, which means that I have bought wigs that make my husband a little scared about my YouTube wish list. But look, I'm able to take all of my stupid t-shirts and do with them as a tax write-off for business advertising. So right now, Just come over
Life
and
is
support
good.
me.
We do booze as well.
Box wine for days.
I know.
Yes.
I know. No, I'm trying to church it up. Fedorowski has been trying to teach me
Some of your
non-boxed.
thumbnails is you literally sitting with a case of boxed wine, though.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to class it up a bit. Like once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll need to be classy and crap.
Get like a winerator.
Oh yeah, like Ricada is very classy.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And he has
That's
a
what
lot
you're
of
going
subscribers.
Well, Ricada doesn't have boobs. He isn't expected to be classy.
It's got
I
the
don't want
shoulders
to end
for
up
Stabbins.
eating
boobs.
mics.
Dirk
Dirk
Stabbins.
Stabbins.
I like
Oh
it.
my God.
Are you a male or
That's
female? 'Cause
hilarious.
Dirk is a
Hello.
male, but he's
Wow.
got that avatar. And we questioned it. Actually, in
confuses
my
me
Discord,
sexually.
we were going on about it, trying to figure out what it is. And apparently, it's a woman on Twitch. And so he just sort of stole her likeness,
Oh.
apparently. Hopefully, you don't get sued for that.
It could happen.
Hopefully you
Excited
don't
thought
get
it was a
hard for
sex doll. I said,
Does
that's
she-
not a sex doll. It looks. We blew it up
It's
literally
got-
in our
Yeah,
Discord, and we were examining.
Why would they make a
Listen.
sex doll with a lazy eye? I
Or
mean, I don't want
fangs.
to.
Well,
The fangs would be my concerning part of that.
No, the lazy eye would be my concern. Don't care about
You
the
don't
fangs.
have that fetish?
Well, it's just a little stuck. It's a little sticky.
Well,
and it got
okay,
stuck in
look,
that position. No big
In
deal.
my defense, I was on the used Love Doll website,
Oh no.
and it was
Oh,
gently
no.
used.
Wait,
But there was-
used, gently used, loved.
Oh my God,
How-
Sal! If
how
there's
is a
really
love
one
doll
of those,
gently
we need
used?
to do
Please
a
explain.
stream just going on it. Oh my God! Just like
Oh,
the
it's horrible.
prison pen pal forums.
I
Do-
gently
or
used
profiles.
love doll.
If
Okay,
it's-
there is not a.
I was
you would
very
have to mix
compassionate with it.
ammonia with bleach. Don't do that. It's a joke, people.
I only used the proper.
No,
hose.
don't. It's mustard gas. It'll kill you. I almost
Yes.
died at PetSmart once.
Well, yes, don't do that. But you need
Yeah.
all of. You're going to get gonorrhea.
Hey, David.
Valhalla.
if you-
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
sorry, go ahead.
Grift.
Jude, Ozzy has my email address. Ozzy can get it to you. No problem. He should have my contact info. I post videos around my goat farm and all my farm critters and animals and wildlife that I find on my property. I live in East Tennessee. That's really about all I got. I'm going to be on Steve Gosney's stream in about 43 minutes.
Ooh, all right.
Cool.
What are you guys talking about?
We're doing a birthday stream of some sort. My birthday's on Monday. Danielle, who I think it's
Awesome.
who it's for, is her. I don't know when her birthday is. It's soon. It's today,
So
yesterday,
we're
something
all
like that.
cancers up in here.
There's a lot of July
lot of us?
babies in this little YouTube community.
Awesome. I
Mm.
feel good. I feel less sad about getting older.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I
Your
can't
mothers were whores
redirect
in
to
November.
Steve because he hasn't done that.
Where he allows redirect. He's new to YouTube.
Yeah,
He's not monetized either. Oh no, that doesn't matter.
No,
doesn't
that shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
tell him to do it today.
Yeah, that way I can redirect audience to him so he can get a bigger channel. But I bet
Okay.
if he spent a year actually doing YouTube and Rumble, he could make a living out of it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he doesn't want to. He's a lifelong public defender.
Yeah, I know.
He's-
I know.
I
Yeah,
mean-
he does this on the side, he says, in between
Yeah.
writing his, 12 dozen books and actually doing real work.
Well, I
I
think
love
he's. I think
Yeah, go
he's. I don't know. I think that. I think he's doing it kind of like I do it, right? Like this is fun. It's supposed to be
Mm.
fun. If
Yeah.
it starts
Same.
getting to be work, then it's not
Yeah.
the same thing.
This is my retirement plan, so I'm taking it seriously. That's why I drink it.
I'm taking
No,
it seriously, just not not seriously hard.
No, I just started a month ago. Got almost 500 watch hours, so I'm happy. And
Nice.
I'm
That's nice.
going to try to make some money and entertain. And
Valhalla, are you doing though more streams about like things other than your goats, or are I thought I heard you say you were going to start doing that maybe on the experts channel.
Well, so I go on. So for those that don't know me, there's quite a few people in chat that I don't think that know me that well. But I go on a lot of channels, right? Like that's kind of what I do. I just kind of channel hop, and some channels, because my watch hours are garbage. Like I post like 1 minute videos for the most part, so my watch hours are horrible. So a lot of channels that I'll go on like this, like with a panel for an hour or two,
Yeah.
they'll let me stream on my own channel to kind of help me get my watch hours up. And Expert's really good about doing that.
Oh, nice.
MLS has offered to do it before.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
more
we're gonna
people
do it
if I
again.
asked.
Because you and I are going to do a stream about a little bit more stolen valor. We have that interesting case that
Oh yeah,
we've been texting
yeah.
about, and then we have a PTSD, individuals that have been suffering from PTSD as a result of their service. How they
Me and
are
Mo were
treated
talking
here on
about
the site.
some PTSD stuff too. I think, right? Weren't
Well,
we?
I had asked you. I was covering the Scott
That's
Peterson
right. The
case,
Scott
Oh,
Peterson.
yeah.
and then I wanted to get your opinion. But then I thought better about it and thought, look, for a YouTube channel, I don't need to
Yeah.
have you run. I got my own box of trauma I ain't wanting to work
Yeah.
on.
Both of my cousins served in Iraq and I think Afghanistan as well. We went to Disneyland and they had to like be on so much Valium.
Oh
and
yeah,
were just drugged out.
crowds
It was
and random loud noises.
To be fair,
and-
I would need to be on a lot of Valium to go to
Yeah.
Disney World.
See,
It's hot. There are weirdos in costumes that want to hug you.
I
There
wonder-
are adult Disney fans, which may or may not be the most
Be
obnoxious
pedophiles.
people on the entire world.
but
And
And
see,
it's expensive.
Souter has it stated it right. If Valhalla went live, we would all be watching. So if you
Yeah.
ever want to, there'd be a ton of people there because I
Well,
think you have
that's-
branches in like 40 channels.
Oh, I have
Everyone
no
knows.
idea how many channels I mod for. It's a lot. I got Joe today. Good Logic said he's going to mod
Really?
me. Yeah.
Awesome.
He said
Yeah.
no first, and then I made another
He
joke.
said no to
later.
you so many times. He
Oh,
ended
yeah.
up modding me because he wouldn't mod you. And I've been in this channel like twice since. And I don't know why I have a wrench, but all right.
What's your Twitter, Valhalla? I'm not sure.
Don't have one.
No,
Don't have
he's
a
not on
Twitter.
He's on Discord
smart.
and like phone.
Weirdo.
chat.
Yeah, just Discord, and I got on Discord just to get a way to get links. That's really about it.
So you have your own Discord?
No.
Oh.
No, he just
Just
How
in a
does
lot of
everyone else's,
Yeah.
like his YouTube channel. He's in everyone else's.
Are you in David's Discord?
yeah.
Okay. So I can
Valhalla
contact
is
you.
the
Find
big
out there.
Lebowski of YouTube creators. He's just the dude. He's there. He,
Always there,
you're not
yeah.
quite sure what he does, but he's like,
I'm
"Look,
the
I
rug
have-
that pulls
I
the
have a
room
White
together."
Russian.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a good example, or a good metaphor. He's the rug that holds the room together. Yep.
Have you considered getting a Twitter? Because it's
No.
great for contact.
He's not
No.
going to.
and
He's not
networking.
going to.
No. Okay.
It's Satan's
Barely
work.
has email.
Right. I deleted my Facebook years ago.
He
We're
still
lucky he has a
email.
phone to text everyone.
That's true. You have no idea how close I was to getting rid of my cell phone. No idea, bro.
He's off the grid. By the way, how far are you from Nashville?
2.5 hours ish, 3 hours.
My wife is safe then, so we're good.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, folks, I need to round this up, and there's not much to redirect to except David's and my Yodi Air stream tomorrow, so I will redirect to one of them.
Yeah, and obviously it's not starting until noon Eastern tomorrow, but
Yeah.
hit the little notification button because it's better than the bell. The bell, you may or may not get notifications, but if you go to the channel now, you're going to be redirected. Hit the notification, and you absolutely, at least in my experience, will get a notification when we go live.
Yeah,
And I'll
but,
be doing Edgecombe right after. End of day 3.
Yeah, after Yodi. But for everybody, go to Steve Gosney's channel. He will be doing a birthday stream
37 minutes.
in 37 minutes. So you have plenty
I'll
of
be there.
time to do all of that. And yeah, thank you all for showing up. And it was a good day. I got to none of the topics I was planning on. But
Usually that's how it
Baker?
goes, right?
yeah, I was
Y'all, I
doing
got
about
2
the
videos
new
out.
French
I was just
Revolution.
impressed.
Yeah, that new French Revolution that is may or may
Yeah.
not be happening right now, which is
Oh, I know.
on Twitter. There's a lot of pictures. Most of them are from after their local football team has lost, so they riot.
Or
So it's
Call of
from the
Duty.
actual, oh, Islamists are burning our cities down. No, it's
Yeah.
soccer fans.
It's French people who burn their cities down, not Muslims.
It's the French. They riot all the time.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
pretty
But
good
they
at
have
it.
to win.
I mean, yeah,
something.
they are.
Yeah.
Mm.
They don't
yeah.
fight war, but they'll burn
No.
their own cities to the ground.
No, the Nazis
Yeah.
can invade them in a heartbeat, but their citizens, their elderly, and their women are going to be pissed.
Froggy bastards.
Yeah, but
Fight you
thank
for
you,
it.
everybody. Like, subscribe to everybody, and I'm just going to everybody wave while and